Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, welcome back to another top 10 video. I figured that with D23, Disney's huge convention and everything going on, as well as the release of the Disney Train and Station this past week for VIP members. And speaking of D23, we're actually going to have a couple videos up, hopefully, don't quote me, but hopefully out on the Ashnflash Extra channel, which is the channel if you want a little bit extra Ashnflash in your day. We're actually going to be talking about all the stuff that's coming out of D23 and some of the biggest news and stuff from Marvel and Star Wars and Disney. So go ahead and check that out. Linked at the top as well at the end of the video. But anyways, today, I figured that we'd sit down and take a look at the top 10 LEGO Disney sets. For the list, I didn't consider or look at sets that have their own like line of sets, and what I mean by that is things like Toy Story sets, or The Incredibles, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Lone Ranger, Marvel, and Star Wars. So we're only going to be looking at things that fall directly under like the Disney Princess category or are part of like the actual Disney set, like the Disney Train. As well, we're also going to be looking at some of the Ideas sets. It'll be kind of obvious which ones are in this series if you've taken a look at the LEGO Ideas list video, but anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's kick things off with spot number 10. We've got set number 41067, Belle's Enchanted Castle. Now, there are some Disney Princess sets actually on the list here, and I don't own them all. I own only one, and it's actually this one. And the reason that it's so low here is because the only good part about this set is Beast, Belle, and all of the gang from the movie. Of course, you've got the wardrobe, you've got Cogsworth, you've also got Chip and Mrs. Potts. I really like this set in terms of the characters that are included. I literally only bought it for that reason, because if you don't know, some of the hair pieces and head pieces, like Beast, can actually be put on a minifigure. So that's why I actually bought it, so that I could put it onto a minifigure version of him, and you know, just have him wandering around the Disney castle and such, and having the rest of the gang there, just populating the castle, I think was really cool. But you know, it's alright. It looks nothing like Beast Castle or anything. Of course, it's very dark Beast Castle, and I get that this is a Disney princess set and everything, so I get why they didn't do that. Another really cool thing is that I'm looking at it right now is that beautiful, beautiful stained glass of Belle and the prince dancing there with the rose. Looks really cool. I don't like that it is like humans and not minifigures or mini dolls, I guess. And if you haven't heard me say this before, and LEGO and Disney, if you're listening, because I know that you guys watch these videos, it's a joke, don't take this seriously. I would love it if every single Disney princess set from now on was minifigure based. I know that you have the mini dolls and such, but if you did some sets or all of them, I would be buying all of them. And I know that there's a lot of other people in the same boat as me who just don't really like the mini dolls designs, but would love to be getting these characters in minifigure form. There are so many characters from the Disney princess line that if it was in minifigure form, I would be getting them. Just a shame. But anyways, in spot number 9, we have another amazing set. I think if it wasn't a mini doll, I would get this. It is set number 41054, Rapunzel's Creativity Tower. I love Tangled. Tangled, I think, is my favorite Disney princess movie of all time, and I just, you know, I love Rapunzel and I love Flynn, and you've got a little Pascal here as well. And I just like, there's another tower version of this, and I just think that this looks closest to the tower. It's not a very good build, I would say. Like, I think that if it was released today, it would be really improved upon. And honestly, if there's one that looks like this and it's released more recently, I'll for sure pick it up. I think that the roof just needs some work there. It doesn't look really like the tower, I don't think. It's a little too pointy and sharp. It's not as organic as the real tower, but I think that this looks really cool. I like the just the idea of it, and I'd love to get, even if they re-release this with an updated version with maybe Mother Gothel, I'll get it for sure. With the new little chameleon piece, I think that would be really, really awesome. Or do it in minifigure form. But in spot number 8, we've got set number 41150, Moana's Ocean Voyage. Now this set I really contemplated getting. Like, I was so close to getting it. I think that the set works really, really well for the movie, and I think that out of the two sets that came for the Moana movie, I think that this is the best one. It just tells a lot of the story. You know, you've got the little raft there that they travel across the ocean on, and of course you've got Moana and Maui. You've also got Hihi, which I think is really, really funny. You also have the Kakamora, and hopefully I said that right, but those are the little coconut guys there with the little small raft, and I think that's really cute and a really fun inclusion. And then you've also got Tafiti there, and you actually have an angry version of her as well as a regular plant version. You also got the heart of Tafiti actually there that you could place to make her normal instead of angry. So I really love this set, and I think that it's really cool. The Moana figure looks really detailed. I love to get a minifigure version of her, and Maui as well. Just the tattoos and everything, it looks so detailed. I love the hair and everything. If he didn't have the molded nose there, I would have bought this because it doesn't really fit with the rest of the big figures. But I think he would make a really great big figure if it wasn't for the nose there. But really great set and really iconic, I think, and it just represents the movie perfectly. In spot number 7, we've got set number 21317, the Steamboat Willie. And I know that I've talked about this in the LEGO Ideas set, but I'm just going to go over it again here. I really love this set. I think that it's really iconic in terms of what we got here. I love that it is for his 90th anniversary. And, you know, it is just such a great looking set. I love the feature of the steam pumps actually going up and down. And I love just looking at it. I love the idea of a black and white set. I think that would be something really cool to take a look at in the future for other old properties if they ever do something. And, you know, it is a bit of a shame that these figures did turn up in the Disney series too. But I think it's a really good set. You've got a lot of printed pieces here, and I really like that a lot. As well as it's just iconic, you know, it's just it's at the beginning of every movie, so, you know, I love it a lot, and I think that just the whole feature of it, pushing it forward and having the pumps go up and down, you could just whistle along with it, and really good and iconic set, I think. And in spot number 6, we've got set number 21314, Tron Legacy. This is, again, a really great set. Shout out, again, to Brick Bros UK. I remember seeing their videos on this prior to the actual Ideas set being released. And yeah, I love this set a lot. I love this movie a lot. It's actually getting a new ride at Disneyland and everything. And I'm hoping that they do something with the Tron Legacy sequel at some point. Maybe they'll announce it today at D23. But yeah, I love this movie so much, and I think that it was just so cool to get the grid, to get the light cycles, and just the figures here are just so fantastically detailed. I love it so much. In spot number 5, we have set number 41148, Elsa's Magical Ice Palace. Now, I didn't get this originally, and if you didn't know, they're actually literally just re-releasing the exact same set. And it's just going to be under 43172, Elsa's Ice Palace. This is releasing, I think, sometime in October or November to coincide with the Frozen 2 movie release and the other sets that will be coming for that. So I think I'm going to get it. I think it's really cool. You've got you've got so much going on here. You've got Marshmallow, and, you know, you've got the little ice babies and all that. And then you've got just Olaf as well. So I don't have an Olaf. But I do, of course, now have Anna and Elsa in minifigure form. So I think that this set works really well as just Elsa's castle. So I think that this looks really cool, and I'll probably pick it up. I think it looks really cool, and I can't wait to get this. I love the sparkles, and just the ice design is just really cool. But yeah, I think that is probably the best Disney princess set, and that's why they're probably re-releasing it as well. But in spot number 4, we have set number 71044, Disney Train and Station, and I love this set a lot. And if you want to check out a review, it is linked above with the title card, and you can find it at the end as well. You can check out the review for that I just put out 2 days ago. And I love this set a lot. It is really something. I think that this is really iconic because this is one of the first things that you see when you go into Disney parks. This is one of the first things that you actually see, and I think that it's just so iconic, and I love that we're finally getting a Goofy figure. I think the train build is really cool. I'm not a train person, and I really loved building it. That was really awesome, and I'm huge playset fan, so the actual train station is just so cool. The architecture, the different building techniques that they used here. I love the handcuffs at the top, and I love the little roofs above the windows and everything, and just the actual bricks, because I didn't get the Ghostbusters HQ. I love that design. It is so great, and the interior is equally as detailed, and such a great set. I really recommend it. And you actually get 20 pieces of track, 4 straight pieces, as well as 16 curved ones. So that's really cool. And you're getting a battery, so a lot in one set. So really great. And I couldn't recommend it more. And in spot number 3, we've got set number 71040, the Disney Castle. And, you know, this is actually Cinderella's Castle, because each Disney park actually has their own castle. This is actually meant to be from the Disney park in Orlando, Florida, and this is Cinderella's Castle. And I believe that California's is Sleeping Beauty, if I did my research correctly. And it's just really, I think it's a shame, you know. I think that it is a bit of a shame that you're not getting the actual princess here. I think that it would have been really cool to get Cinderella in here. I like that Tinkerbell is included, but I think that it's just a bit of a shame. I think that it would have been really cool if you did have Prince Charming and Cinderella in the set. It would have worked really well, I think, because it's their castle, you know? But yeah, I think that this is architecturally wise, it is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's iconic. You see it in the opening of every single Disney movie, and it's in the logo and all that. So it's really, really awesome. But I think that why this is better than the Disney train, besides it being like a castle and more Disney-like, I think that every little reference that they have in here is just, it is beyond amazing. I would love to do a review and break it down. I know that's an older set now, since 2016, but I'm just going to quickly go through and reference everything here from the back view. Starting at the top, you've got Snow White. Underneath that, you've got this little firework feature, which I really like as well, but in that room, you've got some Tangled references. You have the master bedroom, because it is actually somewhere that you could stay, and underneath that, you've got a Fantasia reference, you've got Sleeping Beauty, then Cinderella, then Beauty and the Beast, and to the left, you've got Aladdin, you've got Brave with the target, and you've also got Cinderella's glass slipper as well, which you can see on screen now. You've got the Princess and the Frog outside, so that's really, really awesome. I love the references, and I love the figures that you're getting here, minus Donald. I think that for Mickey and Minnie and Daisy, that is really, really cool to get them in their Disney park outfits. It really is nostalgic to me, because one of my first memories growing up was actually from going to Disneyland in California and meeting these guys for the first time. And yeah, I love this set a lot because of that. And that Mickey and Minnie is just really, really iconic to me. And in spot number 2, I don't think it's really a surprise what these last two are, but it is set number 71024, Lego Minifigures, the Disney Series 2. Yeah, I don't think that, of course, it's better than the first one, which is spot number 1. It's not a shock. But, you know, I think that this is really, really good. I don't like that it's more Disney-centric, and I think that now that we have the Disney train, it makes a lot of sense why it is the way that it is, with like the inclusion of Chip and Dale. Specifically, those were my biggest beef with the series, I think. I didn't really like their inclusion because we already were getting characters like Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Scrooge for the Disney characters on top of Minnie and Mickey. So, you know, it would have been cool if those were taken up by 2 other people from different movies like Rapunzel and Flynn. But it's alright. I think that it makes sense now. Especially, I like that we've gotten them in their regular outfits, and now we have them in their suit and ties and everything from the train. And I just love everything that's going on here. It is so smart to have Anna and Elsa there with Frozen 2 right coming out. You also had Jasmine and Jafar, a continuation of the first series here, and with the Aladdin movie coming out, that was just so smart as well. And you've got Jack and Sally, and I think that they had an anniversary either last year or this year with Nightmare Before Christmas, which is just so iconic. Hades and Hercules, I love that movie, and I love those 2 characters, so it was really great to get as well. And Frozone and Edna, while I don't like Edna's inclusion, I'm just glad that we got Frozone. I think that that was really, really cool and smart of them to continue and finish off the series. But the other 2, I think that are the weakest, are Mickey and Minnie, because they are from the Steamboat Willie. So that is a bit of a shame. But if you do want to check out my unboxing and reviews of each figure in terms of like the prints and such, and you can check out my review, also linked at the top with the card and at the end of this video. And of course, in spot number 1, like I said, it's the first Disney series, and you know, it's just crazy to see and look at this and think, if this didn't happen, then the channel wouldn't exist. And yeah, it is quite a series. I love this one a lot. It's probably my favorite CMF series ever released. Man, just look at this. It's just so nostalgic to finally get Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy in minifigure form. I think that it was amazing, and Captain Hook is just one of my favorite Disney villains, and to get him there in minifigure form was so cool, along with the other villains there with Ursula and Maleficent and Syndrome. You've also got iconic Disney characters who are very important to have. You know, you've got Aladdin and Genie, Stitch, and Peter Pan. I've got the Little Mermaid there. I think that the weakest inclusions in the series, especially looking back now that we had Toy Story 4 sets, is Buzz and the Little Green Alien. But I do really like the prints. They're better than the ones that came in the sets, so that's really cool. And I think as well the other two weakest ones was Alice and the Cheshire Cat. I don't really think that they needed to be in this series necessarily. And Mr. Incredible, I understand why, you know, we didn't have the Incredibles series, but Buzz we just had, and the Little Green Alien is just, it is not as iconic as like Lilo, I'd say. So I think that Buzz could have been on his own, but I really think that it just should have been Buzz and Woody. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, I think that this is just such a fantastic series. We've really great. I love this series so much. And again, without this series, you know, the channel wouldn't exist, and I feel like I say that about everything. But yeah, I love Disney, and I'm so excited to see what they have in store with the Frozen 2 sets, with the Disney Zebra set, and whatever else they have planned. I hope that we get a third series, and I hope that we get another big set, and maybe some Disney properties will be picked for the LEGO Ideas sets as well. And yeah, D23 right now, so it is just such a great time to be a Disney fan, and I love it so much, and I hope that you guys did enjoy this list video, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Which ones were your favorites? Are there some Disney princess sets that I left out that you would want to include here? Maybe you like the Wally set better than some of the sets on the list. I personally don't really like that sort of scale of it, but yeah, if you have any other thoughts and ideas for other top 10 lists and such, leave them down below in the comments, and I hope that you all enjoyed the video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.